What was he expecting? Those children looked devastated. And for me, what was really touching was the fact that he said it was breaking news for us, but it seemed it wasn't breaking news for the government, because from what the Minister of Information, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, said, they have had this video. And he is not thinking of the fact that, are those the Chibok girls? Has he met the parents? Have the federal government reached out to the parents to ask them if those are their children and to ensure that they are brought back? We are more interested in the way they were speaking rather than in bringing them back home. The what we are missing, the human touch, the acceptance, knowing fully whether these are our children. The government, our government officials should think of the Chibok girls as their children, as our children, so that we can all work together to ensure that they are being brought back home. What we have asked for feedback, structured feedback mechanism. We have not said give us any sensitive information, but ensure that what is being done, let's know what is being done. When the Vice President comes out to say that the citizens are behaving as if nothing is being done, how would the citizen know that anything is being done when nothing is being said to them? There will be a lot of speculation in the air because the government is not coming out to speak to its citizens. We saw what happened in Belgium. We saw the way the government, daily they were giving them reports, on-time report of what was going on. We deserve the same thing. There was forensic investigation, there was intelligence gathering, and some people right now have been arrested. And that's the same thing we are asking for. We're saying the government should work with the people, should ensure that the right thing is being done, should not just assume that we as people, we should know that efforts are being made. If you're not told anything, we would not know what is going on.
You and your group have maintained this call for the rescue of the Chibok girls, and many out there wonder if you even consider the others that were also abducted even before the Chibok girls, like the GSS Damasak boys that were abducted too before the Chibok girls. Are they also part of what you're clamoring for their rescue?
The Chibok girls, we have said it over and over again, are a representation of all those that were abducted before them and after them. They are a representation, like I said earlier on, and we have continuously demanded for our Chibok girls and all other abductees. But of course we have retained the name Chibok girls because they are a symbol and we need to be persistent. The message has to keep coming on. Today we get to hear of a lot of people that have been rescued. Today we get to be told that so many thousands of people have been rescued because there are a group out there that are consistently not letting us forget as a nation that there are people out there that are missing. Remember when Gumsuri was attacked and 189 were carted away? We did a statement. We asked the federal government what has happened. We asked the military, and they never got back to us. They never answered our question. But when people were rescued, we were then told that they were part of those that came from Gusuri. On the issue of Damasak, we did a statement for verification of what is going on. Is this true? We have done a lot of things. We have talked about other abductees to such an extent that when we met with the president July 8, 2015, we presented a document to the president. One of the documents we presented to the president was on the Missing Persons Bureau, and we felt that there needs to be a register, a national database where all abductees are registered. We know who they are. We know how many of our citizens are missing. Right now, we don't know whether they're in their thousands or in their millions. And every other person that goes missing, the nation should be aware of it. And we put it forward. And even though we didn't get any word from the presidency, we went ahead and met with the National Human Rights Commission. And our team have been working with them. And thank God, it came up during the roundtable talk with the vice president. And something will be done about it. So we have continuously asked and demanded for all abductees, not just all abductees, the IDPs. Remember September 2014, we were at the IDP camps, even in Abuja, when then it was said that there were no IDP camps in Abuja. We have demanded for so many things. The atrocities that have been happening in the Northeast, we have put a light to it to ensure that people don't forget. But the thing is that we have to be consistent with one name. If every day, every 2 weeks, or because there have been so many attacks, and we kept changing the name from Damasak to Gumsuri to Obama to Goza, We will lose the message. We will not even remember. So for now, what we use is that symbol of 219 Chibok girls. And when the president did his inaugural speech and he said something, the war against insurgency would not be said to have been won without the rescue of the Chibok girls and all of the abductees. It raised our hope. And we are still holding the President Muhammadu Buhari, to his words that he said on that day when we all stood up and we shouted and we gave him a standing ovation wherever we were in our houses. And we would let him know that his children, 219 of them, are still missing. And it is 2 years today, and 2 years not acceptable. As long as we fail the Chibok girls, we are failing children in Nigeria, children all over the world. We tell the girl child to be educated. We tell her to aspire. We tell her to dare. We tell her to dream. And 219 of our sisters did just that. And what do they get? 2 years in captivity. What moral justification do we have as parents to keep telling our children to go to school when we cannot protect them? What moral justification do we have? How would we look our grandchildren in the eyes and tell them that we abandoned 219 girls to terrorists? We can't do that. We can't be a nation that would do that.
You know, Aisha, let me ask this in closing. I mean, a lot of things has been said about yourself, the group, complementary and otherwise. Yes, we know the focus is on Chibok girls, but how long, how does the group and yourself get the staying power to keep this agitation on, even when many look the other way?
Empathy, humanity. Like Dr. Obi Ezekwesili will always say, there is something divine about the Chibok girls. Most people do not understand. Yesterday we finished an event. We've had a global week of action. There is a particular lady, Edith Yasin. She was at the Unity Fountain up to around 1 a.m. ensuring that the events were, everything was put in place for yesterday's event. And this morning, yesterday night she stayed all night. This morning she had live interviews. And when I said, when we did chat, I said to her, you know, this is what people can't understand. People do not understand that the issue of the Chibok girls is an issue of humanity. We all have children, we have sisters, we have daughters, we have cousins, we have nieces, we have friends, we have neighbors. So we understand the fact that if our children were missing, would we stay at home? No, we wouldn't. And so because of that, the most expensive thing in our movement has been the sacrifice of the time that people give, their empathy, their humanity. And we can't pay for that. And they give it for free. Every other thing, our movement has been self-funding. And that is what has made us to stay out. And I give kudos to our leaders, especially Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, who has we made sure in the beginning that we never accepted any fund from anybody. Whatever we do it our own selves. And because of the goodwill, because people feel the empathy, people feel what it is for a child to go to school and be taken away. Do we understand what it is for the Chibok parents, especially those who are poor? Their children are their pension. They don't have any other thing. This is their life. So by taking their children away, you've practically taken their lives away. So people feel that and come into the movement, and they sacrifice, and we keep coming, and we have a chant that we would not stop, not until our girls are back and alive, not without our daughters.
All right, and Aisha Yusufu, the chairperson, strategic group of the Bring Back Our Girls campaign group. Thank you for talking to us, and we wish you all the best.